What is up, everybody out there? This is BMX Show Off. Yes. No. What do you need help with? How much you gonna buy? Alright, I'll be up in a minute. Alright, bye. Alright, so I gotta make this video short. Sorry about that, guys. So, it is BMX Show Off once again today. I got called twice before I wanted to do this video. Second, I'm like, okay, let's do a video today. And then my friend Corey called me, and I'm like, okay. Sat on the phone for like 30 minutes for him. And then I finally got in here, got everything set up, and then my mom calls me right before I started. And I'm like, okay. She called me, oh well. And then she calls me when I'm starting it again. Oh, God. Anyway, my BMX project, day one. Now I know I've already uploaded the video updating the stats of my bike, but I'm not considering that a day video, so this is finally a series where I talk about the bikes going on in my life. The red line that everybody has been, actually nobody. Should probably get more fans. Yeah, anyway, nobody's asked about it. You know, it's just kind of like a mini update. Everything is good on it, except the crankface. It's really wobbly, and the crank ratio. And the seat. And the handlebars. Anyway, there's like a squeaking in the handlebars when you turn it. I'm sure it needs like grease or something like that, because I know the bearings are good in it. But that's not really a problem that's stopping us. It's just annoying. Now the crankface is really wobbly, so I'm sure I just need some spacers for that. But I'm gonna get a new crankface soon anyway, so screw it. I'm getting 2 new rims. Not brand new. I need a back rim because the crank ratio. The crank is like that small. It's like a 25 to, maybe if that. And the crank for the back wheel, the driver is what everybody calls it, is too big for it. So you pedal way too easy. You pedal twice, you're out of breath, and you're still not going anywhere. So I ordered a new back wheel, and hold on, let me tell you about this. I found a wheel in my garage that came off a GT that I got like 4 years ago from Bob's Bike Shop. I call it Bob's, just for short. Anyway, I took the rim up there to see if they could fix it because the axle was really loose and I didn't know if all the bearings were there. So then they call me and they're like, this rim's fried. Anyway, I asked him, is there anything that's good on it? And he said, not really. I'm guessing that the hub is fried because he said where the bearings sit, and he even showed me where it was. So I believe that's obviously the hub. I believe the hub can be taken out and put a new hub in there. And then the rim would still be good. But no, anyway. He said the only thing that's good on it is the driver. So I said, okay, is there any way I can order a rim? And, well, no. I actually said, I got a rim on my bike right now. Can I take it up there and have that driver put it on it? And he's like, is it a 14 millimeter? I'm like, no. And he's like, it will not work. I'm like, can't you put a 14 millimeter axle in it? And he's like, no. So I'm like, how much would it cost to get a 14 millimeter rim without a driver? He said 65, 70 bucks. So I called him the next day with 80 bucks in my pocket. I'm like, yeah, what up? Got 80 bucks in my pocket. You want to make a deal? He's like, yeah, I've actually got a red bike outside that has a back rim. The back rim just needs to be straightened out because it's bent. And he's like, I could cut you a deal on that one. I'm like, okay, I'll be up in like an hour or so. So I get there, and he brings the bike in, and he's sitting there straightening out the rim. Grandma. Hello?
Yes, Dave.
Yeah. If we stop getting interrupted. That was my grandma. I never mind interrupting my stream for my grandma. Anyway, where was that? Oh yeah, I asked him about how much would be a new rim without a driver, and if he could put that driver on the new one. He's like, yes, I can do that because the driver is so good. So I'm like, okay, 65, 70 bucks. Call him the next day, 80 bucks in my pocket. I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, I can wheel and deal on this rim that I got outside on a red bike. The only thing that's wrong with it is it needs to be straightened, and I can do that. So I'm like, okay, I'll be up there in an hour. So I get up there and sitting there trying to straighten it out with this little tool. I'm not sure how he's gonna straighten it out. I've never seen it done like that. But he's, after like 5 or so minutes, he's like, I don't know, man. Which I'm like, he's not gonna be able to get it. And he's like, well, there's still a little bit like of a kick on it. And it's just like one bad spot, which can make all the difference. So I'm like, he said, come back here and look at it. And I went back there and looked at it. And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, I'll just order a new one. Because it had like a little bit of, you could tell it was used. So I'm like, I'll just order a new one, forget about it. And he's like, yeah, that's what I would have done too. So I'm like, okay. He put the order in and he's like, I pulled the money out and he's like, pay for it when it gets here so that way there's no confusion. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And let's see what else. Yeah, he couldn't straighten the rim. I'm getting a back rim Friday with a blue front rim. It's gonna look kind of off with a black and blue rim. Black and blue. There you go. Black does have blue on it already, so yeah. I have the worst color toned bike ever. It has red, baby blue, dark blue, green, black, red. I think I've already said red. Silver. Oh god, it just has so many colors in it. It's ridiculous. Oh god. Anyway, that is it for now, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this. Look at this. I freaking keep getting into bike accidents. Don't ride a bike. Stop being smart. What? What? Me? No. I pulled some extra work yesterday. I'm like, okay. Like, not yesterday, like, yeah. When I first called him and he said the rim was trashed and it would be like 65, 70 bucks to fix it. And I'm like, okay, I'll try to get the money up from somewhere. I went over there, like, across the street from me and asked that woman if she needed help. And she's like, I don't need my lawn mowed, but if you want to make 20 bucks, I got some tree branches that I extremely need trimmed in the back. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I need the money. Literally, my aunt, I'm not even kidding you. I know where my aunt lives. My aunt lives right behind the house. And I already knew she lived behind there. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then she's outside and I'm like, you want me to cut your side too? And she's like, yeah, sure, why not? So, like after I get done with that, I jumped the fence too for her, and then she gave me some money too. So I got 15 from her, 20 from the other lady, so that's 35. And then I got some money from my mom, 40 bucks, 20 that she owes me, and then 20 for my birthday money, because my birthday's coming up soon. Yep. So I had 35 plus the 40, 30, well, 40, 50, 60, 70. I had 75 bucks, and then I'm supposed to be getting more money today. I spent a little bit of it, so it's not quite 75 anymore. 77 actually. Somehow I raised it like a couple bucks. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thumbs up, rate, comment, and stay awesome.